I'm Yoko, and today we are continuing my ABC series where I draw my favorite character that starts with each letter of the alphabet, with the letter Q being Qrow from Ruby. And if you saw last week's video, I mentioned how this week I'd post on Saturday instead of Friday this week. And that's still happening. I was just able to make an extra video, so consider this a bonus. Now, as for this video, I'm going to start by saying I dropped Ruby after, I think, Volume 5. But with that said, I still really enjoyed Qrow in the beginning of the show a lot. And let's be real, not a lot of characters have names that start with Q. I mean, I guess there's Quasimodo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, but he's a good boy, but I think if anyone was from The Hunchback, I'd draw my girl Esmeralda. But moving on. I really liked Qrow from the first interactions he had. I mean, he gets introduced by showing up and drunkenly fighting Weiss's sister, which, if you haven't seen the show, it's cooler than I'm making it sound. He has a scythe. Well, it wasn't a scythe in that scene, but you get it. I love how Weiss tells Ruby that there's a lunatic attacking her sister, and Ruby, responds with, "Oh no, that's awful. Oh, that's my uncle! Kick her butt, Uncle Qrow!" And then it just kind of turns into a cheering match. And the fight wasn't really serious in the first place, so, we're good. His interactions with Ruby and Yang are adorable, and he's an awesome uncle. I love his kind of goofball persona that's also contrasted with the fact that he's also very serious at times, knowing a lot of secrets and being an awesome fighter and all that. His scythe, Harbinger, awesome name by the way, is so cool I had to include it into this drawing, even if it might not be incorporated the best. I'm not that good at drawing weapons. And also, Ruby spoilers up until probably the end of Volume 5, maybe some of end of Volume 4, maybe some of Volume 5, I'm not completely sure. Haven't really rewatched it in a while. I like how Qrow was basically following Ruby and the others in Volume 4, making sure they weren't overwhelmed by too many Grimm, and learning, the reason he wasn't just traveling with them normally was really interesting. I find the idea of his semblance being that he brings bad luck very tragic to an extent, but also really cool in a writing aspect. I also love that they hinted at this in his very first appearance when he leaves the bar and one of the bartender's glasses fall. It's just really, a foreshadowing nice. I was also really obsessed with Ruby soundtracks back when I was watching it, and the song about Qrow being called Bad Luck Charm, and the song itself was very awesome. While writing this, I listened to old Ruby songs again, and I might be falling back into it. I don't know. Also, unrelated, the fact that both him and Raven turned to birds, very cool. Even if I don't really remember why, I can't remember if it was a curse or anything. Still cool. I'm pretty sure Raven does not like that this happens. Overall, I think I like Qrow because, well, very different personality-wise. He's kind of like Aizawa from My Hero. Okay, hear me out. He's an adult guy who has a scruffy face and dark hair. Okay, I'll be real. It's a type in anime and anime-adjacent shows that I just find personally attractive, and I end up simping. Feel free to bully me. I will stand by what I said. They also both basically end up adopting every child in his presence and would die for them. Literally. That whole Qrow got hit with poison and might die situation was very distressing as someone who loves Qrow. Very happy he didn't end up dying, but geez, don't play with my heart like that. I'm going to die. But yeah, now that I ranted about Qrow for a bit, let's talk about the drawing. I will admit, probably not the best pose to choose for this character. I just didn't want to change the canvas size so that all of these fit together nicely. I think I got proportions a bit off, but I'm trying. Probably shouldn't have drawn this at midnight. The scythe is probably the most obvious thing that's pretty wrong, I think. Pretty sure it's too small, but it's hard to pose with a scythe while crouching, I think. Maybe there's a better way to do it. I'm not the best. I found it kind of hard to reference the 3D model for things for some reason. I don't know. It being 3D and not 2D and translating it to 2D was throwing me off a bit. The overall drawing I like. I just think I probably should have practiced more. I also duplicated the shading layer and erased basically everywhere that wasn't like a black on the second layer, since I wanted it to be seen better on the darker spots because it wasn't really showing up that much and I wanted it to be more. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to include a Q until the very end of this drawing. So there's just a random Q that might be etched into the background on the wall maybe. I should know this, I drew it. But yeah, here's Qrow, hope you like him. Ruby may be a bit of an oof nowadays. Not sure a lot of people are talking about it very highly. I'm not quite sure what's going on. But I really liked it when I was younger, so this was a fun to draw piece of artwork. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, and maybe tell a friend. If you like my art, my Instagram is linked below, and I have commissions open if you want to support me that way. With that said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace!